Week 6 Etude looks a lot more challenging than it really is. It's not that hard. Compound meter tends to confuse people and they get scared by all the blackness on the page. Check it out. I like to think of counting 12/8 as almost like 4 measures of 3/8. So the first measure here, this first measure, if you just think of that, a couple different ways you could think of it. You could think of it as 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But it seems to, I don't know, that's clumsy to me. I like 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So check it out. Don't be afraid of all this. Think of it all mathematically. Think of this being this instead. Okay? It's just a matter of what speed you're taking this lower part at. It's still 1 and 2, 3, right? 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. Second measure, we have 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. This is the same as this, just a faster tempo. Next measure, the third measure, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Same thing, okay? Going on. The next measure, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3. And I mean, if you want, you can count it 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and that's absolutely possible. If that works better for you, go for it. The main thing is that you got to have a counting system. Now this next measure, measure 5, gets a little challenging, and I purposely wrote this 2 different ways. I spelled the rhythm 2 different ways. This and this are the same thing, yeah? Look at it down here. When I do the math like this, it's the same thing. See what I mean? So it's not that hard. It's 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1. So 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1. It's very important that you feel 2 in those measures. It can't be just 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1, 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1. It's got to be 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1. Going on. This next one, this one looks really hairy. It looks like, oh my gosh, what is that? Dot, 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 dot. No, it's not that. Quite simply, it's this rhythm. When you do the math like this, 1 and 1 and 1, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Hear how I'm whispering the 2 and the 3? You've got to feel those. You've got to think those. You can't just let them, the math not be there. It's got to be precise. So that's just simply 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. Ba 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 ba. Cool little rhythm, huh? This last part, we've got 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's very important that you feel these beats of the measure, these major pulses of the measure. 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Make sure that when you spread these 4, you spread the 4 notes out there equally over that pulse. So dot 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 dot. Now instead of 3 notes in a measure or in a beat, we're going to put 4 in there. Da da dee da da. So 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Try this sometime. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try just speaking that with a metronome, and I think you'll find it to be a delicious practice. Okay, let's go back to the very beginning now, and let's hear a euphonium play this bad boy. Here's the euphonium. Fake euphonium. 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1. Hear the articulation? Really, really important. Let's go back and listen to that again. Let's take it right on that measure. Where's Mr. Euphonium? Right here on the 5th measure. So listen to this. 2, 2. Now, and and 1 and. Here's that funky rhythm. Okay, and then it goes on, does simple little chromatic thing. All right, I'm going to let you hear the whole band play this whole thing, including the chromatic. So here's the whole band now. And now for the chromaticism.